Grief counselors will be back out at Francis K. Sweet Elementary School this morning to help any student, teacher, or faculty member who is still having trouble dealing with that tragedy.
News Channel 5's Christina Mora is at that school with the story of a stranger who stopped to help the victims of that crash. Christina?
Good morning there. Yeah, sorry we're in the dark here a little bit, but I just want to show you guys or gesture to it. This makeshift memorial behind us in front of the school has grown since yesterday. People just coming and honoring the students who are still in the hospital and 9-year-old Aaron Beauchamp who died. We heard an account from these kids about what it was like, and now you'll hear from a mother who was one of the first people to see this crash.
A child was hanging out by her seatbelt, and I ran up there, and she looked a lot like my little girl. She had blonde hair.
Those were the first images Houston Regal saw as she got out of her car to help a busload of children just moments after a horrific crash. She unbuckled the girl dangling out of the back of the bus and laid her on the grass. She then boarded the bus.
It was the weirdest, scariest. There wasn't a child moving. There wasn't a noise. It was just silent.
Regal says she started unbuckling seatbelts, trying to make sure the children were okay until first responders arrived. The kids were lying on top of each other, covered in blood.
They started screaming and crying, and it was the worst sound you could ever imagine. It was like time was standing still.
Regal kept going from seat to seat, holding the kids as they cried for their mothers.
I can't get the stillness out of my head. I can't get the little girl falling out of the back out of my head. I feel so sorry for those parents.
Understandably so. This is a very tough time for this community, for this school, and there are still students right now who are recovering in the hospital. And another side note here, there have been no charges at this point for the school bus driver concerning this crash. For now, we are live in Fort Pierce. Christina Mora, WPTV News Channel 5.